Hey guys, welcome to the third part of the Slack Huddle series, and in this one we're going to learn how to track and show active speaker on a Slack Huddle call. In the last part we talked about how to implement leave Slack Huddle call and mute unmute feature in our Slack Huddle call using 100ms. And in the first part we learned how to implement the audio conferencing feature using 100ms. If you haven't checked those videos yet, you can find those links in the description. And now let's dive right in. So this is what we are going to do today. Guys, in the left you can see that I have joined the Slack Huddle application through the iPhone device, and in the right we have logged in through our browser and joined the same room template. Now if I go to Kritika on my iPhone device and join the Slack Huddle call, you would be able to see that okay, Mayank has also appeared in this call now on the browser as well. And you can see in the iPhone device itself, which is there in front of you, that Mayank's picture overlay stroke color has been changed to blue now. Whereas if Kritika also starts to speak something, it should happen for her as well. So if I unmute Kritika and then I speak something, you are able to see that in the left where you can see Kritika's profile picture, its overlay stroke color has changed to blue color. Now if I mute myself, then the overlay for Mayank's profile picture should change to white. And that happened. If I mute Kritika as well, then the same should happen to her as well. So if I mute her, then you are able to see that okay, she has gone back to the mute state. It shows that whichever person is having an overlay color of blue, that person is active speaker. And if both of them are speaking at a certain point of time, suppose I unmute both of them again, then you're able to see that okay, both of them are having the same overlay color. So let's dive into our Xcode project. Alright guys, as we know that HMS SDK provides us a lot of things to play with, and one of them is HMSUpdateListner. So if I go back to Slack chat view and look into the extension of my Slack chat view, then you would be able to find this HMSUpdateListner protocol which we are using. We are confirming to it, and we are going to use its method so that we can track certain events while we are on a live call. So for example, here we have the onUpdate speakers method, which we are going to use to track the active speaker. You can just assign those active speakers from here to your created object. Here we have created a speaker object, which is a published variable, and we have made it a set object because we don't want any redundant, values inside it. So you can see that we are grabbing the values which are there inside the speaker, and whenever this change in the speaker object happens, we are going to track this in our view. So for that we have used the onChange modifier. So the onChange modifier helps us to track the changes for a certain variable which conforms to the equitable protocol. And in this case, we are going to use our self.viewModel.speaker object. And whenever a certain change happens in our speaker object, it is going to observe that and it will perform this method. And this will be a custom method. We can write whatever we want to inside this. And we have actually handled the case where if a certain person is speaking, suppose Mayank is speaking on the call, then we are able to set the value for Mayank. If Kritika is speaking on the call, then we are able to set the value for Kritika as well. So you can see that if the count of the new value, which is basically a set, okay, if the count for that is 0, that means that nobody is speaking and both the speakers are on mute. If a count is 1, then we are checking, okay, if Mayank is speaking, then make Mayank an active speaker and make Kritika an active one. If Kritika is speaking, then make Kritika an active speaker and Mayank an inactive one. If both of them are speaking, suppose there are 2 speakers inside that set, then we are checking there is a great possibility that both of them are speaking at that point of time. So we have made the arrangements for that as well. Now you can observe that we are making changes to our Mayank is active, Kritika is active variable, which is basically nothing but a Boolean variable. And we are going to use this inside our sheet view. So how are we going to use that inside our sheet view? Let's see in the sheet view how we have used it. When we go to sheet view, we can see that we have written binding variable Kritika is active and Mayank is active, and we have actually observed whatever changes are going to be made inside this object from here. We can observe those changes over here as well. Like whenever something has been changed to Kritika is active from Slack chat view, we will be able to track that because we have binded this variable, and we can use this variable to make certain changes in the UI. You can see that we have added an overlay to our images, respective images, be it for Kritika or for Mayank. And if Kritika is active, is true, then we change that color to blue. If it is not true, then obviously we will make it white. Same happens to Mayank as well. If the Mayank is active variable is true, then we make it blue. Otherwise, the stroke color remains to be white. Now let's see how we are passing these values when we initiate our sheet view. So if we go back to our Slack chat view, we will be able to find our sheet view inside it. So if I search sheet view, you would be able to see that we are instantiating sheet view from here, and inside this we have passed the value of Kritika is active and Mayank is active. Both of them are being passed from here. And yes, this is how this is happening. Now let's run this project and see how it works. So let's join our Slack Huddle call using the iPhone device and web browser. So I will go to Kritika and join the Slack Huddle call. In the right, you would find that, okay, Mayank is also there on the web browser. You can see that I am speaking right now, and in the left, where you can see the iPhone device, Mayank's overlay stroke color has been changed to blue. If you can see this, right? And if I mute myself, then it should change to white again. So you can see that, okay, it has changed to white. Now if Kritika starts to speak something, you can find that the Kritika's overlay stroke color has changed to blue now. You can see that here. And in the same manner, if both of them are speaking at the same time, then the overlay color for both of these people should go to blue. That represents that these are the active speakers. So whoever's overlay stroke color has changed to blue, that particular person is an active speaker. At this point of time, both of them are speaking. That's why you can see that the overlay stroke color for both of these pictures has turned to blue. So 100ms SDK makes it this simple. So guys, that's all for this video. If you like this video, then please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more such videos in future. See you in the next one. Bye.